friends, welcome to my next video on invoice verification in MM. In my previous video, we had learnt about the overview of the delivery costs, which is part 2 of the subsequent debits, credits, delivery costs and credit memos. After we learn the overview, we will move on to the next section of delivery costs. Here, the section B, we will learn how to post invoice with planned delivery costs. I will move to the exercise data sheet here. This is the exercise here, which is on posting invoice with planned delivery cost. The vendor sends invoice which includes purchase order items and freight costs. The freight costs were already planned in the purchase order. Enter this invoice in logistics invoice verification. Change the layout to all information. How do you specify that both the material items and the planned delivery costs should be settled? This is the vendor number 500045. This is the name of the vendor, some standard electricals. This is the purchase order number for which the vendor has sent the invoice. In the PO, there are two line items. First line item, this is the material number, quantity 10 pieces, this is the amount. Second line item, this is the material number, quantity is 10 pieces and the amount is 1500 rupees. For the first line item, he has claimed a freight of 150 rupees for 10 pieces. For the second line item, the vendor has claimed freight of 200 rupees for 10 pieces. Now we will go to SAP and go to the transaction code MyRow, post enter invoice, and we will post the invoice for this purchase order. Let me go to SAP. I am already in the MyRow transaction code. So we have to select transaction as first invoice, put the today's date, today 18th August, put some reference number. Reference number is nothing but the I will put some last 5 digits of the purchase order number 18010. So 18010, already I have put that one. So what is the tax code? Tax code in the purchase order is, this is the purchase order right here. If you see the purchase order 4500018010, the tax code is S2 for both the line items, line item 20 and line item 10 both, S2. Here it is S2. So put that tax code here, S2. Select the tax code, S2, just enter. And what is the total amount? Total amount should be here. We can see here total amount is 1200 plus 1500 plus 150 plus 200 and 10% of this total amount. So if we go to the calculator here, 2700, 2850, 950, 3050. So 3050 is the total amount we have to pay to the vendor, and 10% of this will be the tax. So what I will do, I will go to SAP here. Here I will just put the purchase order number. The PO number is 4500180110. Just enter, and here we have to select goods service items plus planned delivery costs, because we are posting planned delivery costs also along with the item cost. So this is the option we have to select, indicator 3, which is goods and service items plus planned delivery cost. Now here layout you have to select all information. Okay, after putting the PO number, system has captured the material amount and also the freight amount also will be captured here in the invoice. I will just collapse the header data, and then we can see the details of the material cost as well as the freight cost here in the invoice at the item level. So here this is the first line item, line item 10. Here you can see the item 10, right? Item, this is K-10005, and the quantity 10 pieces, and this is the amount. This is the line item 20. For the line item 20, the quantity is 10 pieces and the amount is 1500. Now for the line item 10, there is a freight per quantity, okay, and also for the line item 10 there is a customs value, and also for the line item 20 there is a freight per quantity. So here that you can see in the purchase order what is the amount of the freight here. This is the PO, right? Go to conditions, we can see here for the line item 10 there is freight per quantity, which is 10 rupees per piece, 10 into 10, which is 100 rupees total, and the one more, that is the customs value 100 rupees, okay, irrespective of quantity. So 100 rupees for the first line item, which is 100 rupees. Then this is the same thing what you can see here. will show that one here in the invoice. Where is that amount here? You have to just scroll to the right, you will see that one. Then for the second line item, you can see, just click the second line item here, you can see there is only a freight per quantity, which is 10 rupees per piece, 10 into 10 piece. Okay, for the second line item also, it is the quantity is 10 piece and 10 piece. Okay, 10 into 10, which is 100 rupees. Okay, the same thing is you have to here enter in the invoice. Here it will be updated here. If you just scroll to the right, see this one, right? This one, number 3. This is the freight per quantity for the first line item. Number 4 is the customs value for the first line item. Number 5 is the freight value for the second line item 20. Okay, this is freight per quantity and custom value. This is these two, 3 and 4 are for the line item 10, and the this item number 5, which is freight per quantity for the item number 20, line item 20. So here, if you scroll to the right, you can see that amount here. It will be captured from the conditions of the purchase order here. You can see here in this net PO value, we can see the item number 3, which is the freight per quantity for the line item 10. This is the customs value for the line item 10. This is 100 rupees. This is the freight per quantity for the second line item. Okay, the same thing you have to enter here. Okay, same. For 10 pieces, you can put quantity 10, and here you have to enter the amount. Okay, 100, whatever it is. But here, first we have to cross check that freight amount with the vendor invoice. It can be the same or it can be higher. But here, if we see the invoice presented by the vendor has claimed a freight of 150 rupees for the first line item, item number 10, and a freight of 200 rupees for the item number 20. But in the PO, it is 100 rupees for both. For line item 10, it is 100. This is also 100. But and also for the line item 10, there is a customs value of 100 rupees for the line item 10, and the vendor has not claimed any custom value. He is given concession for customs value. Even though it is there in the PO, he has not claimed that customs value in the invoice. So we need to neglect that and deselect that one. We should not select that one, and we have to add only this freight value for the first line item 150 rupees, as well as freight value of 200 rupees for the first line item. Okay, so now what I will do here, for the first line item, it is price freight for the first line item is 150 rupees, and this is the line item 20, right? Freight for the line item 20 is for the 10 pieces. He has claimed a freight of 200 rupees. 150 and 200 rupees. Okay, 150 and 200 rupees. So I have just put that one. Now what I will do, I will enter. Now this is deselected. Okay, I'm not going to put anything here, quantity or any custom value, because the vendor has not claimed anything for the customs. Now what is the total amount? 1200 plus 1500 plus 150 plus 200, that will be 3050. I already showed you. Okay, that is same thing you can see here in the balance. Now I will collapse the header, and here I had to put that amount 3050 plus tax for all this one. Tax for 3050, 10% of 3050, that is just click here, calculate tax, that will be 305, 305. And what is the total amount? 3355. 3050 plus 305, that will be 3355. Just put that one, 3355, enter. Now the balance will be 0. Balance is 0. So 3355 and 300 amount. This is the what? That is the vendor has claimed. Okay, we have to enter it there. Okay, that is done. Next, on the item list, how can you identify which items are delivery cost items? That is already I have shown you. Okay, if you go to the items here, just if you collapse the header data, we can see the item details here. In the item list here, we can see the freight freight for the first line item, freight for the second item, all that we have seen. Next, this is the system proposes the following delivery cost, right? I already shown you. The system proposes here a freight of 100 rupees for the first line item, customs value, it is 100 rupees, and freight of 100 rupees for the second line item. That already I showed you. If you scroll to the right here, we can see that one. If you scroll to the right, we can see that one, that the systems value. Okay, this is coming from the purchase order, whatever it is. But since vendor has claimed a higher freight value, we have to put that freight cost here. For the first line item 10, it is 150 rupees. For line item 20, it is 200 rupees. And customs value, he has not claimed anything, so I am not going to put any quantity or price anything. So I have to leave that one. That's done. Next, I had to simulate the invoice, and just we have to see the postings to the different GL accounts and then post the invoice. Now what I will do, I will simulate. These are the account postings. The total amount 3,355. Okay, that will go to the vendor. See, this is the amount for the first line item 1,200, amount for the second line item 1,500. So this is the freight for the first line item as per the PO. It will go to the freight clearing account. But the vendor has claimed a additional 50 rupees. 100 rupees is as per the PO, but vendor has claimed 150 rupees. So 50 rupees will go to the material account. You can see here M. You can see here this will go to the material amount. So this is freight of the second line item, and this is as per the PO. As per the PO, we have only a freight of 100 rupees, but since vendor has claimed a freight of 200 rupees for the second line item, so this extra 200 rupees will be updated to the material account. You can see here M, okay, material account. And this is input tax. This is 10% of 1,200 for the line item 10. This is the input tax for the line item 20, which is 10% of 1,500, 150. And this is 15 rupees. This is the tax. This is 10% of the freight cost for the line item 10, which is 100 plus 50, 150. It is 15. And this is the last one. This is the input tax for the freight amount for the line item 20. So the freight cost of the line item 20 is 200 rupees. Vendor has claimed 200. So 10% of that 200 is 20 rupees. This is the tax for the freight for the second line item. Now I will go back and post the invoice. Click. I will just collapse the header and post. Once the invoice is posted, so we can see the invoice in the purchase order history, as well as we can go to the accounting documents of the invoice from the PO history also. And before posting also, there is some messages here, some yellow, which is only a warning message. So whenever that is when you post invoice, some tolerances are exceeded, then system will give some warning message. So we should need not worry for that one. System is posting the invoice. Yeah, invoice is posted. This is the invoice document number 510-560-9743, and this is blocked for payment. Now let us go to the purchase order. This is our PO, right? Just click display change. Okay, again click display change. Scroll to the right. Scroll down, and here in the item detail, we can see the purchase order history. So once the invoice is posted with the planned delivery cost, that the amount of the planned delivery cost will be updated as separate line item in the PO history. For example, here for the first line item, we have given how much? 150 rupees. Okay, as per claimed by the vendor for the first line item. Okay, 150 rupees. This will be a separate line in the PO history. Here in the PO history, you can say 150 rupees. This is for the here. This is a for line item 10. Here you can see here, right? Line item 10. It is a separate line. This is 1,200. This is the material cost, and the freight cost is delivery cost is a separate line item because this is a plant delivery cost. And if you go to line item 20, so here also that is I can see the freight cost of 200 rupees as a separate line item, and this is 1,500. This is the material cost. So in case of a plant delivery cost, once you post the invoice, then the amount of the plant delivery cost for each line item is updated as a separate line item in the purchase order history. So this is how to post invoice with plant delivery cost. Thank you for watching my video. Please give me your valuable comments, likes, and please subscribe to my channel so that you will get notification of my upcoming videos on several scenarios on MM. Thanks for your time.